Fruit receives abundant praise, natural, wholesome, refreshing. But what if certain fruits, when selected intentionally, could genuinely restore the muscle you've been gradually losing since your 60s? Yes, that very item resting quietly in your fruit basket could represent the secret advantage your aging body requires to combat sarcopenia, the silent muscle deterioration that removes strength, stability, and autonomy from millions of seniors. We've all learned that muscle decline is simply part of aging. However, contemporary science suggests otherwise. With appropriate foods, particularly the right fruits, your body can decelerate, halt, and even reverse this loss. That's correct, you can recover muscle past 60, and you don't require a fitness facility membership or protein supplements to accomplish it. Throughout this video, I'll unveil 5 specific fruits that are supported by genuine science to enhance digestion, decrease inflammation, improve sleep quality, and most crucially, develop and safeguard muscle mass. These aren't fashionable superfoods, they're affordable, accessible, and tasty. Stay engaged until the conclusion because I'll demonstrate exactly how and when to consume these fruits for optimal results. The final suggestion may just transform your eating approach permanently. Ready to reclaim your strength? Let's commence. Before we continue, if you're not already subscribed, I suggest clicking that button and activating notifications so you won't miss future health guidance designed specifically for you. Should this video provide value, enter 1 in the comments section. If it doesn't, enter 0 so I understand how to create superior content for you. 1. Bananas, a gentle powerhouse of potassium and recovery fuel. With advancing age, our bodies don't recuperate quite like previously. Muscles that once felt powerful and stable may now exhaust more readily, cramp unexpectedly, or deteriorate progressively. This gradual muscle depletion, what physicians term sarcopenia, isn't merely part of aging. It's a medical condition impacting millions of American seniors, frequently silently. However, here's a quiet reality you might not hear at your physician's office. Something as straightforward and familiar as a banana could help you resist. Bananas aren't glamorous. They're soft, convenient, and frequently disregarded. Yet inside that yellow exterior exists a treasure trove of nutrients specifically suited for aging muscles. Bananas represent one of nature's richest potassium sources, a mineral critical for proper muscle contraction and nerve communication. Insufficient potassium levels constitute a major cause of muscle cramps and weakness in seniors, particularly those on diuretics for blood pressure. Through consuming a banana daily, you're gently restoring what your muscles desperately require to remain functional. However, it's not solely about potassium. Bananas are additionally loaded with natural sugars and vitamin B6, which help deliver energy to fatigued muscles and enhance protein metabolism, vital when your body attempts rebuilding strength. Unlike numerous energy foods that spike your blood sugar and crash it afterward, bananas offer a stable, slow-releasing carbohydrate, rendering them ideal following a walk, light gardening, or even following a resistance band workout in your living space. Even more, bananas are gentle on aging digestion. If meats have become more difficult to chew, or if your appetite isn't what it used to be, a ripe banana represents a comforting, nourishing option requiring no preparation effort. It's nature's version of a gentle recovery beverage, convenient, affordable, and designed for your body's evolving requirements. So the next occasion you reach for a snack, select a banana not simply because it's fruit, but because it's medicine for your muscles. Consider it as a quiet helper operating behind the scenes to maintain your body upright, mobile, and powerful. If you believe a banana's power concludes there, just wait until we explore the subsequent fruit, small, dark, and proven to decrease inflammation and safeguard aging muscles at the cellular dimension. If you're continuing to watch and discovering these insights beneficial, please type number 1 in the comments indicating your engagement. Now, let's advance to point number 2. 2. Blueberries, the inflammation fighter your muscles have been awaiting. As years advance, many seniors begin noticing a subtle morning stiffness, aching joints following light tasks, or slower recovery from simple activity. Frequently, this discomfort isn't merely old age. It's the outcome of chronic inflammation and oxidative stress deteriorating muscle tissue cell by cell. This represents one of the hidden perpetrators behind sarcopenia, the age-related muscle depletion that removes so many older adults' strength and autonomy. But what if a small sweet berry could help you restore muscle while combating the very inflammation causing it to vanish? Blueberries are beyond a healthy snack. They constitute a clinical powerhouse of antioxidants, particularly anthocyanins, which have been demonstrated to directly decrease muscle inflammation and enhance cellular recovery in aging individuals. In studies at leading institutions like Tufts University and Harvard Medical School, senior participants who consumed blueberries daily witnessed not only improvements in muscle strength and walking velocity, but additionally better balance and coordination, critical markers of longevity and independence. What renders blueberries unique is how they operate at the cellular dimension to protect mitochondria, the energy centers in your muscle cells, from oxidative stress. With aging, mitochondria become damaged, rendering it harder for muscles to recover and develop. Blueberries help defend these critical structures, permitting your muscles to better respond to activity, protein consumption, and yes, even exercise. Let's not forget how enjoyable they are. Whether you blend them into Greek yogurt, sprinkle them over oatmeal, or simply eat a handful with breakfast, blueberries represent an easy, delicious method to care for your muscles every single day. They don't require chewing strength, they're easy to digest, and they're gentle on blood sugar levels, rendering them safe even for those managing diabetes. If you've been struggling with soreness, weakness, or feeling like your strength is disappearing through your fingers, blueberries may represent your turning point. They may be small, yet they offer substantial protection for aging bodies. However, while blueberries combat inflammation and protect what you already possess, the subsequent fruit we'll explore accomplishes something different. It builds. It's abundant in a vitamin that not only repairs tissue, but literally helps construct new collagen for stronger muscles, tendons, and joints. Ready to meet your next muscle ally? Let's continue forward. 3. Oranges, the collagen booster that helps reconstruct muscle from within. There's something reassuring about peeling a fresh orange. The vibrant color, the familiar aroma, it evokes memories of simpler times. However, for seniors today, oranges represent beyond nostalgia. They hold a profoundly powerful key to restoring lost muscle and safeguarding aging tissue, all thanks to one essential nutrient, vitamin C. With advancing age, the natural wear and tear on our bodies begins manifesting. Muscles become less responsive, joints stiffen, and even minor activity can produce lingering soreness. This represents the slow progression of sarcopenia. While it may be common, it is far from inevitable. One reason muscle depletion accelerates past 60 is because our bodies generate less collagen, a vital protein supporting the structure of muscles, tendons, and connective tissue. Without sufficient collagen, our bodies struggle repairing microscopic damage from everyday movement. Eventually, this produces visible weakness. Oranges and other citrus fruits are among nature's richest vitamin C sources, the primary nutrient your body requires to synthesize collagen. However, that's not all. Vitamin C is additionally a potent antioxidant that neutralizes free radicals, those damaging molecules that quietly deteriorate muscle health and accelerate aging from the inside out. Through regularly consuming oranges, you're not simply supporting your immune system, you're actively investing in muscle repair and resilience at a structural dimension. What's more, oranges help the body absorb iron from plant-based foods, a crucial factor in maintaining muscles well oxygenated and energized. Without adequate iron, fatigue emerges faster, activity feels harder, and muscles lose the strength they once possessed. However, pair that spinach salad or whole grain with a juicy orange slice, and suddenly your body can better utilize every nutrient you provide it. Easy to consume, affordable, and naturally hydrating, oranges represent the kind of fruit that asks for little and returns so much. A simple orange at breakfast, a fresh squeezed glass in the afternoon, it all contributes to greater mobility and improved muscle health. However, while oranges help fortify and repair, the subsequent fruit operates with astonishing efficiency. It enhances digestion, improves protein absorption, and unlocks nutrients your muscles are craving. Let's examine this fuzzy little powerhouse that frequently gets overlooked. If you're continuing to watch and discovering these insights worthwhile, please type number 1 in the comments, indicating your presence. Now, let's proceed forward with point number 4. 4. Kiwi, the tiny fruit that unlocks protein power and muscle repair. At first glance, a kiwi may appear like a humble fruit, small, fuzzy, and somewhat unfamiliar to some. However, beneath its unassuming exterior lies a nutritional powerhouse that can generate a meaningful difference in how your body ages, heals, and reconstructs. For seniors combating muscle loss, kiwi is beyond just a tart tropical treat. It's a smart, science-backed ally in the battle against sarcopenia. With advancing age, one of the most overlooked challenges to maintaining muscle mass involves digestion. Many seniors struggle to fully absorb protein from meals due to decreased stomach acid and slowed digestive enzymes. Without proper absorption, even a high-protein diet can fail at rebuilding muscle. This is where kiwi excels. It contains a unique natural enzyme called actinidin, which has been clinically demonstrated to enhance protein digestion, particularly from meats and dairy. That means when you combine kiwi with a protein-rich meal, your body is better able to break down and utilize those vital amino acids to construct and preserve muscle tissue. However, the benefits don't conclude there. Kiwi is additionally extraordinarily rich in vitamin C, even more than oranges. Vitamin C, as we've explored, serves a vital function in collagen synthesis, helping to restore the scaffolding that maintains muscles, joints, and tendons strong. Plus, its potassium content supports healthy muscle contraction and reduces cramping, particularly in aging muscles that fatigue more readily. Kiwi is additionally loaded with fiber, which gently supports digestive health, another concern that grows more common with age. Its low glycemic index renders it safe for most individuals managing blood sugar. Its soft texture makes it easy to consume, even for those with dental or swallowing concerns. Whether you slice it into oatmeal, blend it into a smoothie, or simply scoop it out with a spoon, kiwi represents a small yet mighty addition to your daily routine. It doesn't just taste refreshing, it helps your body absorb, repair, and rebuild where it matters most. However, while kiwi operates quietly to unlock protein's full benefits, our final fruit concerns power and performance. It supports sleep, decreases inflammation, and enhances recovery during the most important time of day, while you rest. Are you prepared to discover this muscle-healing fruit that functions while you sleep? Let's turn to our fifth and final ally. 5. Tart Cherries, the nighttime healer that reconstructs muscle while you sleep. There's something profoundly sacred about quality nighttime rest, particularly as we grow older. However, sleep isn't merely about feeling refreshed. For seniors, it's additionally when the body labors hardest to repair and reconstruct muscle tissue, restore hormonal equilibrium, and decrease the inflammation that quietly deteriorates strength. That's why what you consume before bed can generate a powerful effect on how effectively your muscles recover and develop. When it concerns supporting this natural healing process, few fruits compare to tart cherries. Unlike the sweet cherries we enjoy in summer, Montmorency tart cherries represent a specific variety loaded with naturally occurring melatonin, the hormone your body generates to signal sleep. However, in seniors, melatonin production naturally declines, rendering it harder to fall and remain asleep. Consuming a small glass of tart cherry juice or eating a handful of dried tart cherries before bed has been demonstrated in multiple studies to improve sleep quality and duration, providing your muscles the time they require to rebuild from daily wear and tear. However, there's more. Tart cherries are additionally rich in anthocyanins and polyphenols, compounds recognized for their potent anti-inflammatory effects. This proves key for combating sarcopenia, because ongoing low-level inflammation represents one of the biggest silent threats to muscle preservation. Actually, research from Oregon Health and Science University discovered that seniors who consume Tart Cherry products regularly experienced less post-exercise muscle soreness, faster recovery, and improved strength progressively. What renders Tart Cherries especially beneficial is how easy they are to include in your evening routine. A 4-ounce glass of unsweetened Tart Cherry juice before bed proves sufficient to trigger benefits without excess sugar or calories. For those who prefer a light snack, a small handful of dried tart cherries, look for no added sugar, combined with a few almonds or cottage cheese creates a calming, muscle-nourishing treat. Consider tart cherries as your nighttime repair crew, quietly operating as you rest, lowering inflammation, easing your mind into deep sleep, and helping you awaken stronger than you were the day before. However, even with the right fruits in your kitchen, when you consume them matters just as much as what you consume. Want to understand the best times of day to eat these fruits to maximize muscle recovery and combat sarcopenia more effectively? You'll want to hear this next. 6. When should you consume fruit to rebuild muscle and fight sarcopenia? By now, you've learned how powerful the right fruits can prove in supporting strength, decreasing inflammation, and protecting aging muscles. However, here's something most individuals overlook. Timing proves just as important as the nutrients themselves. For seniors, understanding when to consume certain fruits can generate the difference between simply maintaining your health and truly regaining strength, stability, and independence. Past age 60, your body grows less responsive to signals that trigger muscle growth. This means you require more strategic thinking, not just with what you consume, but when you consume it. One of the most overlooked opportunities involves breakfast. Following a full night of fasting, your body has broken down some muscle to maintain your organs functioning. It's your first meal that either continues that breakdown or switches into muscle building mode. Beginning your day with a combination of protein and fruit, such as cottage cheese and blueberries or oatmeal with banana and chia seeds, can jumpstart muscle repair and energy metabolism. The objective? Aim for 25 to 30 grams of protein supported by anti-inflammatory or digestion-enhancing fruit within the first hour after awakening. However, timing doesn't conclude there. Consuming fruit following physical activity, even something as simple as a 15-minute walk, chair exercises, or light gardening, can significantly enhance recovery. During the 1 to 2 hour window post-activity, your muscles are more receptive to nutrients. This represents the perfect time for a protein shake with kiwi or a snack of Greek yogurt and tart cherries. You're not just feeding your hunger, you're fueling repair. In the evening, timing becomes even more powerful. Consuming tart cherries or oranges before bed supports deep sleep, hormonal recovery, and tissue healing, an ideal environment for your muscles to develop stronger overnight. Each meal becomes a healing moment when you time it correctly. It's not about strict schedules, it's about establishing rhythms that operate with your aging body, not against it. So ask yourself, are you feeding your muscles at the right moments or letting precious opportunities pass by? Now understanding the when, imagine the transformation that could occur if you assembled it all together: the fruits, the timing, the habits. Let's take one final step and transform this knowledge into a daily plan you can actually follow. Final thoughts. Your daily fruit strategy to rebuild muscle and maintain strength past 60. You've just discovered that 5 simple fruits, bananas, blueberries, oranges, kiwi, and tart cherries, can accomplish far beyond satisfying a sweet craving. They represent nature's gentle medicine, operating quietly yet powerfully to help your aging body rebuild muscle, decrease inflammation, and resist sarcopenia. However, none of this matters unless it becomes part of your daily routine. The reality is, you don't require overhauling your diet overnight. You simply need to generate small, intentional choices day by day. Begin your morning with an oatmeal bowl topped with banana slices and a handful of blueberries. Enjoy a fresh orange or kiwi with lunch to help absorb nutrients and fuel tissue repair. In the evening, allow tart cherry juice or a small serving of dried cherries to support your sleep and overnight recovery. These aren't merely snacks, they're acts of self-care, quiet tools to preserve your independence, your balance, your strength. What renders this approach so powerful is its simplicity. These fruits are affordable, accessible in every American grocery store, and easy to prepare. They don't require special diets, expensive supplements, or complicated routines. Just a little consistency and a little care for yourself, for your future. It's never too late to reclaim control of your body. Aging proves real, yet so does resilience. Your muscles are still listening, they still respond, and they're waiting for you to provide them what they require. So, the question now becomes, will you take the first step? Will you transform your kitchen into a place of healing, strength, and hope? Because the next 30, 60, or 90 days could appear very differently if you begin with just one fruit, one meal, one choice today. These lessons aim to motivate you toward complete, genuine living. Now I welcome your input. Pause briefly to contemplate and express one insight you've gained and intend implementing. Let's encourage one another throughout this journey toward embracing these realities. If this video provided value, please comment with 1. Otherwise, feel free to comment with 0. Your input holds great importance for us. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for additional similar content. Appreciation for watching, and here's to experiencing life under your personal direction.